Hello and welcome to Tea with Toby. Today we're going to make French onion soup. On Monday we diced our onion and I showed you how to do that. Here we've got long strands of onion and what we do, instead of dicing it again, we just chop it up like that and then chop the end off, and that's how we get the lovely slices. So you can watch that in the description below. I'll put a link down so you can watch that video. Let's go over to the cooker and start cooking. So now we're over at the cooker, I'm just going to turn it on, and first of all, what we're going to do is fry our onions. So all I'm going to do is put a bit of butter in the pan, and get that cooked, get that to melt first of all, on a medium to high heat. And I'm also going to add in with the butter a little bit of oil. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tip the onions into the pan. Now the heart of the pan is the middle of the pan, and that's where most of the heat is. So it's important to keep your onions in the middle. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video and we'll start back once the onions have caramelised. Now the onions have caramelised, in a separate pan, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this on a medium heat. And what we're going to do is we're going to put another dollop of butter in, or two, and then we're going to add the stock. Now each different type of stock's different, so make sure you follow the instructions on the side of the packet. This one I've added a bit of oil in to add a little more flavour. And then in that pan just let it melt, keeping an eye on your onions at the same time. What I've got here is I've got the butter melted into the stock. Okay, so what I'm going to do with my fried caramelised onions, let me just turn the hot off. We're going to add the onions into the stock. Now then, what we're going to do is we're going to let it reduce and simmer with the onions and stock mixed together. For this, we're just going to place the lid onto the top. The quantities that I've used today, I've used 1.5 onions, I've used 1 stock cube, about 3 tablespoons of butter and a bit of oil. At the end I'm going to add some pepper and some cheese on the top. Now the soup is coming down to a simmer, we're going to bring it over to the table and put it into the ramekin dishes. Now I've put the 2 ramekin dishes onto a baking tray. We're going to pour some of this soup very carefully into the ramekin dishes. Make sure that when you do it, make sure it's an even balance between onion and the stock. Then to the top, all we're going to do is we're going to add some sprinkles of cheese, and then we're going to bake it in the oven for about 5 minutes. Now the cheese is on top and it's been in the oven for about 2 minutes. Just to melt the cheese, be careful, you make sure you use oven gloves because the baking tray will be very hot, and also when you're moving the ramekin dishes, make sure that you use oven gloves. Now the cheese is all melted and our onion soup is complete. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below.